Okay, Broker of Brokers here, and I want to offer you an opportunity to think differently if you are a worker or an employee. The way to transcend is to become an entrepreneur. Now what that means is essentially that you have to be inside your company. You don't need to be an entrepreneur, and you have the innovations and the opportunities to develop the brand. So instead of you thinking that the only opportunity to have freedom and opportunity is an entrepreneur, it's not true. You can do it inside without using your own money. But your own funds and your own money needs to be used to buy property assets, as many as possible. And with the Broker of Brokers team, we can help you to achieve these goals. So guys, if you're an entrepreneur out there and you own a few property assets at the moment, we want to upgrade you to be a property mogul. This means that you have as many properties as you can possibly buy. You need that to have the lifestyle and the swagger. And the Broker of Brokers, we have our own teams of networks of finance brokers, we have solicitors, accountants, all these teams. And for you to start the process with us, I'll explain in the next part of this video. Yeah, hi Ryan. Yeah. Peter? Okay. What does he want? What does he need? He knows about the Broker of Brokers? Good. Set it up. Yeah, Mayfair. That's right. Beaumont. Yeah, that's a good time. Okay, well done. Bye for now. So to sum up, guys, first you need to talk about property wealth to no one else but yourself. Understand the importance of being an entrepreneur rather than a worker and employee. Think big. If you are an entrepreneur, think even bigger, to think about being a property mogul, owning more assets, so you can help the world as well. That's why we say the more powerful you are in wealth and greatness, the more you give to the world. But the caveat, the facilitator for all of these things is the Broker of Brokers. Guys, do you want to own the skies? Behind me is the bend of Canary Wharf. Now that is the key position to be in with the Shard. That's the view. Again, you can see the buildings. You want to own these buildings. Number 1 Park Drive. That is the best development here, £1,400 a square foot. Then you've got Amore, you've got One Thames View, which I showed you before, which we're involved in through our partner agents. Very good investment deals. Also Amore, Arena, tremendous development there. Pinnacle there, come with me. There's the Thames. Beautiful. Why would you want to live in the country when you have the best country, the best views, the water, where we all came from in the first place probably. Amazing. That is Greenwich Peninsula. Greenwich is over there, Greenwich Peninsula. All owned by one Chinese man. And as you see the skyline now, imagine it in 20 years forth. This is going to be massive. We've got many new high buildings coming, and this landscape, which already is expensive, with high rents in the core areas here because of all the different lines, Jubilee, Elizabeth, DLR. It's the infrastructure. And there's a lot of people as well, tenants, that will pay a lot of money to live here who are working over there in the city, but they don't want to be there. They want to be where the action is, where Hawksmoor is, where Goodman is, where Rocker is, where all the best restaurants are. Hotels, hospitals, schools coming up. Follow me around as we see the amazing Canning Town City Airport over there. So we have the transportation to Europe at your fingertips. And then we have Canning Town City Island. Great development, beautifully positioned. Canning Town has always been a good investment in the last few years. But I say, the broker of brokers says, you want to be in the heart of the capital of East London, soon to be all of London, Canary Wharf. Bye for now. So, I'd like to address the subject of the rules of swagger, something you guys have been asking me for, and I'll say this about that. It's about lifestyle, it's about loving yourself, but more important than that, you need two things in life to achieve greatness: self-confidence and self-trust. Once you achieve those things, there's no limit to how far you can go. So, part of the Broker of Brokers brand experience is to be empowering you to that understanding, entertaining you at all times, and educating you. Those are the aspects of life that we like to focus on. I'd like to thank Leon for his great work in the filming here, and you could approach him if you want to do any projects yourself. I'd like to thank the Beaumont Hotel in Mayfair, where the Broker of Brokers is a VIP guest, hence we have the facilities. So the other thing I'd say about the rules of swagger is in terms of dress. Dress sense is very important at all times. It seems to me that the world's moved towards a dressing down culture, but the better that you dress, the smarter that you dress, and it can be a certain style, your own style, but it has to be a high level. You will feel better and you will be trusted. Believe me, from experience I'll tell you, when you're talking about relationships and especially money, it's about trust. So as much as you have to aesthetically look good, make sure that your beard, if you're a man, is properly designed and shaved and you're clean, you've got to also go that stage further of have signature things like a scarf or something that's memorable. Those will give you the ideas of having the right mindset at all times, to see yourself as a business, to see yourself as an investment. So everything you do, every move you make must be related to that investment culture. Even a holiday, don't just go on a holiday, meet people, network, see if you get on, see if you can do business together. That relates to families. You don't want friends and family, you want allies. But beware of this. If you're on the deathbed of any old man or woman, they have regret. And their one regret is always the same. Why didn't I buy more property? Don't be like them. Bye for now.
Broker of Brokers.
That's right.
Good morning.
Peter, lovely to meet you.
Absolutely. Great.
Take a seat, please.
Thank you.
So, tell me your story.
Well, it's where do I begin? That's the thing. It's well, I think we like to think of ourselves as the finest, one of the best designers, architects, landscape architects in the world. It's been a long journey to achieve that, but I think, you know, with our understanding now of luxury and the work that we've done, the buildings we've done, which are wonderful and sell for enormous amounts of money,
right,
which the client's very happy with. So we do that sort of work. Also, we do work for people's own residences, and we generally, the clients we work for have got 4 or 5 houses around the world, and they want the very best. They understand it. In fact, a lot of them have more knowledge than most of the architects or interior designers really are. So you have to be on your toes as well. But it's luxury. It's we set our table out as understanding luxury, high-end luxury, which is a combination. It's not just a matter of throwing money at it, materials. It's everything from how you move around your residence, hotel, etc., where things are, to the quality of the finish, the materials, the whole luxury image is very important, and that's what we set ourselves up as. And we've had fun doing it, which is the other good thing. So now we are here, hopefully, with my new advocate, to improve that luxury and go even higher up that scale to service the people, first of all, the clients that appreciate it. If they don't appreciate it, we don't want to work for them, We just want to work for people who appreciate beauty, appreciate luxury, appreciate the best things in life, and which we like to do. And historically it goes through, why did people build big houses? Because they wanted to have a presence, and they wanted to show off their art collection, their luxury, etc., which is what we do. So hopefully you and I can go on another journey up to the stars, and produce and show off that luxury for special people. Also, people that aspire to that, because we're interested in showing what we can do to also the guy that understands that he's going to make it. In fact, more important sometimes and more fun than the guy that's got 6-7 billion. And we work for people that have got 6 or 7 billion, which is unbelievable. But there are people that, and some of them haven't had it that long, which is the thing. Years ago you had to inherit that, but now you can make it in, half a lifetime. So we just want to, as I say, when I say people that appreciate, clients that appreciate it, doesn't really have to someone that's about to make it, rather than the ones that make it. So I think our journey, with your experience, your knowledge of the world, your knowledge of wealth, your knowledge of luxury, we join those two together, and on this journey we might bump into a few people that actually want to use that service and want something that's very special, very luxurious, but also have some fun at the same time. Because my best clients, that's one of the main things they've said. I say, what do you want? I want to have some fun. Wonderful. That's what we do.
So what do you want done?
Well, I think that first of all we have to have some fun, which I think is paramount, and then I think that we need to look at the overall idea of luxury to see how we can actually service the richest clients, albeit property developers that want to create the most luxurious houses around the world, apartments, hotel groups that want something very special. London now, you've got 5 brand new 5-star hotels operating. Well, the competition is going to be immense, so the other hotel groups are going, oh my God, we're going to be empty. 5 new hotels coming, big ones, not tiny little ones. We can assist in those if they want to get flip up above the luxury that everyone else is offering. So, and it's a skill that you have in your body, in your genes, etc. So I think that together we can look at the market, look at the wealth, look at the factors, look what people want, look what the mega rich want, what the top hotels want, top resorts, etc. And we do everything. We do super yachts. We've done some beautiful super yachts, which are fun to do. Quite simple, because it's just they're all the same shape basically, not like some complicated old building, but it's private jets. We've done the whole thing, the whole spectrum, but we want to now lift it all up, because everything's a brand now. We want to be above the brands, you know. We don't want to be a brand. We want to be something above the brands, above what's above the brands, which, if you see what I mean, that's what we want to do, because we know we can do it. And I think together with your expertise in the markets, in the finance, with people, with high end and etc., and aspiring people as well, which is the whole thing, that's the fun of it, and bringing them up to make it wonderful and enjoy it. So that's hopefully what we're going to achieve.
So Ryan tells me some very good things about you, Peter. I've heard very important news and stories about the relationships that you have, and the fact that, correct me if I'm wrong, the basis of your experience is leveraged the way that you understand what people want and can bespoke a project to that requirement. But I also understand that you are a super developer, a consultant, architect, planner. You have another element to your game, which is the fact that you can bring in other people as well to control a whole project from start to finish. Now that is a trust issue that has been a problem for most people, and you can overcome that in the way that you operate, and you've done so internationally with some major blue chip hotels and residences. But from what I understand, finding people like you, if there are people like you, is very difficult. Explain that to me.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is difficult, because, you know, the really good people, you haven't heard of. You know, I mean, the jokes around is, if you want to be a famous architect or a famous designer, go and publish 5 books, and everyone thinks you pay 20 grand, you can have your book published. So, you know, and everyone thinks, oh, he's got 20 books, he must be good. Well, yeah, it is. You know, it's crazy. The good design, the really famous ones, you've hardly heard of them, because they have their clients. They don't need to show off or advertise it, and it becomes a bit of a bore all the time. So what you want to do is work. You know, you want to develop, and you want to design, and you want to create. And a building's like a child. You know, you're creating almost a living thing. You start from the beginning, you build it up, etc. The bones, the skin, the whole thing. It's so exciting. And what I do, and what I love to do, is, as you just said, look at the development as an overall. You say, okay, this is an island in the Caribbean or something. Can you do something? Yes, of course we can. So again, as you say, you have the knowledge and the expertise to say, yes, you need to bring in so-and-so, because he will do the water management, he will do the coastal development, he will make sure, you know, it doesn't get swamped with the rain, we will bring these plants in, we will develop this, we've got to look at the airlift, how can we get the people there, whether there's a jetty, whether it's so-and-so, so-and-so. So it's all those sort of things, but with the experience you have over the years with working for the top hotels, the top billionaires that want, you know, the best houses in the world, you get that, and then you get to know. I mean, the project I was working on recently, I went around the world to find the best architect, the best interior designers for certain parts of this major development, and normally they wouldn't talk to me because, you know, I'm their competition. But I went all over the place, and I went to see the names, didn't have any of the names. These are names, but not names not anyway. You walk in the street, you say, tell me a famous architect and designer, then you know one or two. So it's having that knowledge, how to bring people together. Is it going to work? Sometimes we say, forget it. You know, no one wants to go there because you have hurricanes coming up all the time. The hurricane comes up and it slaps through your development every year. So who wants to go to a hotel that's half the year it's down? This is one of the biggest benefits of Barbados in the Caribbean, because he never gets a hurricane. Why doesn't he get a hurricane? Because basically it's in a position where the hurricanes haven't started, so once it's gone past Barbados, it then goes and hits all the other islands. It's knowledge like that where you could say, yeah, I would build this, or no, forget it, it's just not worth it, and we tell them that. So that's also interesting, and the water and the power and getting things there, it's all those sort of things which works. So that's what we're really doing now.
So from my understanding of this conversation with the broker or broker's relationship, what you want Peter to achieve is that you and I sit down with clients together, and between us we can extrapolate, take from the situation the best opportunities, bringing in our two different skill sets of communication and the chemistry that we have and the trust that we have built up together, and then understand the client, but not from a one-dimensional perspective where everyone else works. All the brokers, all the architects, all the accountants, solicitors are transactional people only. They're only looking at what is the deal, what is the deal. We are looking at the bigger picture of the relationship to understand their portfolio, to understand what they want to achieve from this, why they're doing it, and because of those special skills that we both have, we can then implement a deal structure for them, which is going to be leveraging their imagination in a way that they didn't potentially think could happen.
Mr. Broker of Brokers, here we have your dirty martini with a Haku vodka.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Perfect. Table service. And remember, there's no such thing as too much swagger. So let's wrap this up. Let's come back here for lunch, look at the figures, look at the numbers.
Absolutely.
Formulate a business relationship long term. We only do long term, the same as you, there's no point. And if people are open to this internationally, then we're ready to talk to you. You see, the concept of the broker of brokers and these strategic relationships is that if we get on at this level, we're going to take you to the next level as well. So get ready for this, and remember, there's no such thing as too much swagger. Bye for now.
Well done.